Relates to the blue ribbon panel. Given that there was a facility study that was done, did we really need a blue ribbon panel? And if so, can you explain what the justification for that or your arguments for and against it?
This was probably one that perhaps you wanted to answer first, but it seems directed at you. But here's what I would say with the blue ribbon panel. I'm relieved, frankly, that it's been postponed. I think that it should have been, at the very least, vetted with the community. There should have been some opportunity for input. As almost certainly, it should have at least included the school board. Let's face it, getting in front of rising student enrollment, our capacity crisis with the schools is not just the elephant in the room. It is the huge part of the conversation that we need to have. It was what the community facility was all about. So what I support is the recommendations of the community facility study. That was a recommendation that's been endorsed by the school board. That means that the county board and the school board would work together collaboratively. You'd have 2 members of each board meeting regularly, and this is the key part of it, in an open meeting. I don't think we need any more backroom deals. That's not how we solve problems. We solve problems in Arlington by building support among the community. Sometimes that's harder work. Sometimes it takes more effort to build those coalitions. But I think we have more success, more long-term success, when the community has the opportunity to face the facts, to have everything out on the table. There's no baked-in answer. I do not see the blue ribbon panel as going down the right path. I think that's only going to create more divisions in our community. And I believe that Arlington's ready to turn the page on those divisions of the past.
Passed in April 5-0, and then we heard from a lot of people. We heard from you that this was a surprise. People felt that it had been sprung on them. We heard from our community. So your board, which is actually a very responsive board, took a pause, and we voted again 5-0. And actually the motion was made by my vice chair, Jay Fassett, seconded by me. And we're waiting now until July to allow everybody time to comment on the blue ribbon panel. So I hope people will do that, because I think that will make it better and stronger. We messed up. I mean, we realize that. We've got a relatively new board, and we had a lot going on, and we really didn't stop to think that we needed to really touch base with folks. If you look at what the charge is, you will see that it relates to the Facility Study Committee. And one of the things they pointed out, which was really very important, is that we have no way to balance all of our priorities, and we need it. It's very nicely described on page 90 of that report, and you can read it there. What we need is a large process to set our priorities, basically that strategic plan that I talked about. But to do a process like that, you need to include everybody. You need to do a lot of careful thinking. You need to have a really good charge. You need to figure out ways how to involve everybody in the community as much as we can. And we were looking for some advice on how we might do that process. It's basically a process to get to a process. No decisions about priorities, no decisions about anything, in fact. Just a little advice about how to do it, which frankly then we will turn back to the community, to you all, and hope to hear from you all before we actually start the process itself. So I hope people will read that and give us your advice.